Hello, divine souls. Welcome to this beautiful video. If you're watching this, you're probably wondering to yourself, how the heck am I going to get everything done? How the heck am I going to get all of these things done so that I can serve those people that I really, really want to serve out in the world? So, when I started my own personal business, when it came to spirituality and movements, one of the biggest things that was constantly kept being put out there in the world was that you have to do it yourself. You have to learn yourself. You have to do all of this. And you see, in the mindset of everything, we're constantly being told two things. One, we have to do it ourselves. And two, we need to create a community. We need to collaborate. We need to do all these things. Well, I have to say that sometimes this really contradicts our truest movement within us. When we're really coming into a true space of abundance and coming into the new movements of the new age, we're really being taught to really learn to trust, really learn to achieve, and really learn to move forward in the light speeds within us. And this also comes in hand with our business. You know, when it comes to our business, we're more guarded than we would like to admit. We're so much more guarded when we're, truly just trying to get everything sorted out. Everyone's like, oh, it's your baby, it's your baby. You gotta, you can't just pass it on to anyone. It's your thing, and it's this and that. Well, I look at business as exactly as the way as I look at relationships. If your relationship is not doing well, your business will never do well. That's just how I always see everything. There is an absolute understanding of balance within. And it's the same way as when we are trying to create more energetical movements and understanding within ourselves. So here I am sitting here in my office, creating this beautiful movement of our services and what we do, that I had to come onto this video and talk about one of the things that is really contradicting our energy when it comes to who we are and what our business stands for. I say this very strongly. When people don't realize is those people that are creating those successes of 10, 20, or 30K are actually getting a lot of help. And you may not know that, but they really do. I say it all the time. I have my virtual assistants. I have, my content creators. I have people who help me every single day to create the momentum so that I can seriously serve everyone else around me with the fullest intention and energy of connection. Because if you're constantly thinking about the other things that you have to create, you're not intentionally in the space that you are. I saw a post today, and one of the things that came through was when we're responding so quickly with messages and with everything else, we're not really taking the intention. So it's the same thing with your business. When you're constantly battling, trying to get all of your ducks in order and things in order so that you can have your business the way that you want, you're actually doing your business disservice. You're actually creating what's called clock blocking to your business, because you are either your energy is half-assed when it comes to content creations, when it comes to serving your clients, when it comes to serving your relationships, when it comes to other things, that you are actually not sitting very still. Energy and frequency play hand in hand when it comes to creating everything that we want to create. So, for example, when I am creating a beautiful offer, most people go, well, Maria, how is it that you can constantly create these offers so fast? Well, it's because I have people in the back end doing all the things that I do not need to do so that I can do the most important thing is create the service, create the beautiful offer for beings to come through, be it if it's $100 offer or if it's a 10, 20, $30,000 offer, it doesn't matter. When you're seriously setting that intention for yourself, you're allowing the flows of the energy of the universe and your divine sources to work with you. Now, let me ask you this. When you're creating an offer, are you creating it with full intention, or are you worrying about your email systems, your content creations, your website, your funnel systems, your everything else? Or are you really creating that offer? Really think about that. The reason I say this is because this contradiction that continuously keeps coming up in the online world that I see many, many, many beautiful creators struggle with is that they struggle with their scarcity and fear within them, their lack mentality that they can do it all themselves, that they have the ability to create anything that they need. And they can do it just on their own. They don't need help. They don't need assistance. But then you're speaking about creating collaborations, creating things that allow others to feel into that energy, and you're wanting them to do the same thing, yet you're not doing it yourself. Because let's be honest, when you are in a frantic mood or energy, you're constantly trying to create other things on top of everything. You're not taking the time within to truly ground your energy so that you can create that beautiful offer, or you can spend time with your beautiful clients, or you can be in the space of tranquility. So, what is it in you that is not letting go and of your ego? And I say this strongly, of your ego to do everything on your own. Do you know that multitasking is one of the biggest misconceptions for women, for men, for beings in this world? It takes away the productivity of who you are. It takes away the disadvantage of what you're truly creating. So, like I said, when it comes to your intentions in creating what you want to create in this world, look at what it is that you're doing. Are you all over the place? Are you trying to figure everything out? Are you creating multiple lists that are more than 10 pieces of items that are on your thing? Or are you truly taking that moment to sit down and say, I really need help. I need help. I need someone to do this for me because I am not this. In the world of online businesses, what I have noticed as a business owner for more than 15 years is this tenacity and almost audacity to say that I can do everything on my own. You know, one of the biggest structures that I notice when it comes to online businesses is that they're being trained or shown or given this odd movement of aloneness when we as humans have been told not to be alone. We have been advised to go out, find our tribe, do the things, and there's so many things and it contradicts with each other. Don't let that energy contradict the truth of who you are. If you are a business owner and you are sitting there scratching your head nonstop about where to go, what to do, you know there's a solution, and you're sitting there pondering and pondering and pondering and pondering, should I, should I, should I, should I, should I? There's a reason. There's a reason it keeps coming up for you. There's a reason it's showing up, because we're denying ourselves the truth of what we really need, as that is help in creating our own system so that we're not having to do all the back end stuff. In my own personal experience, I started my spiritual business doing everything on my own. I tried this for almost, I think, about a year. I want to say 8 months. Honestly, it wasn't even really a year. And I got really tired of it. I was constantly creating posts, doing the things, making this, doing that I wasn't really taking the time to be with my clientels. I wasn't allowing the true manifestations of what it is I was truly here for. And that's to serve with the utmost love and deep connection of self. And the understanding that what I do, what I have, my gifts, my powers, my empowering voice was all brought here for a reason. But if I was stuck in the world of creating a website, creating a funnel, creating, landing pages, creating this, creating that, creating this, it just starts to take my energy and I am leaking everywhere. It's just the same as that way when you're doing your own stuff as well, though, too, right? So I ask you this, in your deepest sense of self, where are you in your life that you are looking to expand more? You are looking to embody this beautiful newer parts of you, the newer layers that came through, the most abundant being that you are. Where are you that you are not feeling that 100% because you're worried? Let's be honest, you're worried about your websites, about what contents you put, about all the things that are not serving your soul. I say this strongly because most people spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 80,000 dollars a year on coaches, on things to help them move their inner parts, which is beautiful. It's what spiritual coaches are there for. That's what healers are there. The Reiki practitioners are all amazing. They're all there for a reason. But one of the biggest things that I see and I notice is that they lose the structure. They gain all of this amazing energy and they just don't know where to put it. They don't know where to go or how to expand their magic. So then they start creating websites. They're not website creators. They don't know how. I don't even have a photo, to be honest, but I wish I could show you guys. I had a website that I tried to create on my own. When I first started my online business with spiritual movements, I had a company that I started, which was Ella Amore Coaching, which means lots of love, my love in Spanish and Italian. And Italian, I'll say that. And I tried to create a website on my own. I have no idea. I had no idea. I now know I do now in some sense. I took some courses and stuff afterwards, but I had no idea how to create a website. Everyone's like, "Oh, just go and create a website, Maria. You'll be fine. Just there's this, like create it on a Wix, or I think it was created on Squarespace or whatever it was." So I started creating. I got to be honest with you guys. I spent hours upon hours upon hours every single day for months and months and months on end, creating this website that made no sense to me. It didn't even match my energy. It didn't match who I was. I was just creating because I was told to create it. I was informed to create it. It was told to me by beautiful friends, beautiful people, because that's what they were told. They were told to do it. So then they're passing on their knowledge and wisdom, right? And see, that's the interesting thing about the online systems is that we all get told the same thing. And so we're all doing it. And so then I'm sitting here and I'm going, okay, that's great. I'm being told how to do all this. Okay, I'm trying. My website looked like puke on mushrooms or something. It was ridiculous. It was not matching my energy. It was not me. It did not show who I was. And I finally said, oh my God, just universe, please send me someone that can help me figure this out. And what does the universe do? Right away, sends me somebody. Sends me my beautiful, amazing, wonderful branding specialist in my team. And she looked at the website with me and she goes, Maria, this doesn't speak you at all. It says you're witchy, you're mysterious, you're beautiful. This has to show you. Universe heard me. See how powerful our intentions are? So powerful. I met her through like a coffee chat. I even said it before I was in that coffee chat. And I was like, my God, can somebody please just send me a website designer? So she helped me. Created a sales page for this beautiful program that I created that didn't work out, and that's okay. I was like, okay, that didn't work out. No worries. And then all of a sudden, created my website, and then boom, leads after leads after leads after leads, because she made it easy. People came on, people knew who I was. They didn't ask any questions. Prices were on there, everything was good. All because I chose to get that help. We're so programmed in this world to do things on our own that we are not realizing that we're actually creating more multitasking tasks for ourselves that we do not want to admit. We don't want to admit it because we don't want to be looked at as if we're failing. You tried it the first time, it didn't work. Why are you trying again and again and again and again and again? I mean, if you want to repeatedly go into that state, go for it. No one's going to stop you because you're the only person that can make that happen for yourself. But if you can find a system or people to help you grow your business to the point where you never have to worry about funnels, landing pages, websites, funnel, like automations, email automations, you never have to worry about what kind of contents you have to create for your graphics. Holy shit. Like, holy shit. And it's so interesting to me because I still see it to this day. People are more prone to saying, nope, I don't need your help. Because their lack mentality, when it comes to doing things and creating things on their own, becomes more prone than we would like to admit. I want all of mine. I never thought in a million years, first and foremost, that I would be online, creating a business, expanding, doing the things, making things happen, being at home with my beautiful family every single day, spending less than 3 hours on the computer. Almost every day. Sometimes I don't even work on Fridays. To be honest, I'm like, nope, my team can handle that in less than 3 years. And I've created many other services with many of my clients who've done the same. But the thing is, so you have to be willing to say yes to yourself and stand in that ability of who you are by going, okay, is it time? And if you even have the slightest inkling in your life, that's a yes. That's a yes in its own. If you even have the slightest connection to yourself, that is a yes. So if you're ready to stand and move forward in your ability of creating the business that you truly want to create, then it's time. I always ask whenever any future potential clients come with us, because I only take so many throughout the year. We service with love and intention consistently in our business. We don't want to take on a certain amount because it's not about gaining more money. It's about giving that true connection and support, and also the ability to see anything that can help them move forward even more. You're a light being. You move faster than anything else in this world. You guys may not know it, but if you ever watch a snail move, that is how slow the universe truly, like Gaia herself, moves. She's slow. She takes her time. We as beings of stars, we move fast. We really do. And we are able to manifest like this. We are able to bring forth everything like this. That includes in our business. That includes in our personal relationships. We're able to move things as quickly as we think about them, because that's how we are. We're bringing it from our from our actions to our probabilities and our realities. If you think about quantum physics, for example, we have our action reality and our probability reality. They go hand in hand together. So if you really are ready to manifest everything in your life that you have been dreaming of, that you have been sitting there for years upon years upon years trying to figure it out, I assure you guys, it's possible. I did it in less than 3 years. Less, actually, a lot less than 3 years. I have friends who've been coaching and doing things for more than 10 years or 5 years or whatever. It's possible. But only you can create that within yourself by not allowing your lack and your fear mentality come through. And when it comes to it, it's about getting help. Because let's be honest, getting help is 10 times more fucking scarier, 10 times more profoundly scarier, because we are not in the essence of connection with it. You ever notice whenever you invest in yourself, you get it to like, oh my God, it's a lot of money. That's the fear mentality that they placed in us. We don't have that as light beings. As light beings, we make quick decisions based on our beautiful connection to love. Love does not have conditions. It just goes, just like our business. It can go too. All this fear about failing and all this fear about like, what if I don't do this? That's a probability that you're creating in yourself when you say that stuff. So if you're creating something and you're creating other things and other things and other things and compiling it all together, and you're sitting there going, oh my God, I'm never going to get this done, it's probably because you need help. It's probably because it's time to stop telling yourself you can't. And it's time for you to start doing the things that you can. It's probably time for you to create that stuff that you know you can create. So instead of sitting there doing a website, doing a landing page, contents, this and this, it just adds and adds and adds a lot. We have to let that fear of getting the assistance for us so that we can be the most powerful amazing, wonderful being that we truly are. So if you're ready, you know what to do. Apply. Apply. See if it works. And if it doesn't, no worries. There's time for you in all of the different dimensions to help you figure it all out. But if you're ready to step into the highest form of yourself and stop confusing yourself, because if it comes up for you, there's a reason why it's coming up. You've called it out into the universe. So now that actionable thing that you kept putting your intention to, it's coming into your probability reality. It's going, okay, well, all right, well, okay, we'll put this in front of your face. You go, oh, wait. Hold on, I'm not ready for that. But you called out to it. So that means you are ready, you are willing, and you're moving forward. As I mentioned, we are like the speed of light in our own way. We are light beings. We are light. We move fast. So remember, when we want to manifest whatever it is we want, if we want to manifest freedom, more time to travel, I don't know about you guys, but I'm already planning like 5 travel trips. If we want to manifest more travel, if we want to manifest a relationship, if we want to manifest moving somewhere, if we want to manifest anything, well, you've already created it by talking about it. So now in the probability world, because we are a duality in where we are, right? Here's our probability going, okay, going into our actionables. And it's working. It's creating. It's happening. The moment you move your fingers, the moment you think of your thoughts, the moment you come in and go, that's the one. I'm going to tell you guys a little quick story before I go. Darren and I looked at a house in 2021 twice. It went off of market. And I really said to the universe, that's our house. That house is meant to be mine. I said that to the universe about a month within that time. My realtor calls us, goes, hey, Maria and Darren, how's it going? I said, hey, love, what's up? You're not going to believe this, she said, but for some reason, so in 2021, this house was 2021 and 2022, my apologies. So 2021, 2022, we started kind of like really just figuring out what we wanted to do with each other. Oops. And then in 2022, so the house was purchased in 2022 by someone else in December. Okay. So we went to Mexico in like January, February with his family. House was not for sale anymore. It was taken. Super sad. I was like, oh man. It was like, okay, no worries. March shows up. March 2022. I said, I'm like meditating, connecting with the universe, doing my thing in the morning. And I just said, universe, it'd be really cool if you could just bring me back that house, because that house is my heart just felt it. Like this was our home. Like we felt it. Both Darren and I, we were like, this is our home. And in April, mid-April, our realtor calls us. Goes, you're not going to believe this. This house is for sale. I was like, oh my God. So April, we put up this house for sale. No bites. Somebody else buys the house. Get really disappointed a little bit. I was like, oh man. But I let it go. July 2022, realtor calls me. Person who purchased the house was from the United States. Goes, I don't know what's going on with this house. She's like, it's back again. She's like, this guy bought it and now he came here to work because of his like company, blah, blah, blah. He's like a CFO. And then he had to leave because like he had to go back to, what was it, like Texas or something like that? I don't know. I can't remember. I said, oh my God, really? Wasn't prepared. We decided not to do anything until then. I said, okay, cool. They put up the house at a high price. And I was like, okay, all right. All right, I won't be able to do that. It has to be at this point. Boom, drops it down to that point. Do you see what I'm trying to say here, guys? Is like everything that we think we do, we know, we are connecting with, that is the ability of manifestation. That is the ability of creation when we are just really placing the intentions. And I put a lot of intentions in the things that I do. And so my intention for this moment is to really help you understand within yourself that when we are looking to get assistance, what is the intention of you? What are you trying to create within yourself? Go into the feeling of that. You're trying to create freedom. You're trying to create more travel. You're trying to, you're trying to do more things. You're wanting to be a part of this great movement within yourself. What is it? And then when you create that, you're placing that into the universe when you're thinking about how it feels, where you're at, how you're doing things. And then, boom, it happens. And you go, oh my God, why did that happen? You ever feel that? I get it all the time with my clients, especially if they're like looking for relationships or if they're, creating 10s to 20 or 30Ks. I remember one of my clients just doing that. And I laughed because I said, but babe, this is what you've been asking for. You've been asking for this. You've been asking for soul aligned clients. And you've also been asking to make money. Like, this was going to happen. There was no timeline or whatever. We didn't place that with the universe. It just said, you just put your intentions out there. So when you're intending to create an offer or to work with clients with full heart and content, putting yourself by multitasking other things is not placing the proper intentions for yourself. We're just creating more conflict, more contradictions, and we're like, oh my God, I have to do all of this. That's the hustle bustle mentality that we're all trying to get out of. But then we're going back into it when we're creating something, right? So I hope you guys take this moment to really just think about what it is in your business that you really, really want to thrive with. And how do you want to thrive with that? And what do you want to do to thrive with that? How far are you willing to go to create the business, to create your freedom, your time within yourself? How far are you willing to go to expand into the highest form of you? Take a moment, take a breath, and just feel that. People laugh at me because I tell them, I'm going to retire in 5 years. And they're like, really, Maria? Yeah, I am. I'm retiring in 5 years. I do not want to do any more, online, whatever. I want to be in a place with me and my partner where we're just being. And that's the beauty of everything, right? So if you want to create that for yourself, whatever that is, where's that intention? What are you willing to do to drive that motivation within yourself to really get to that highest point of who you are? Because you are reaching there. Most people ask me like, I want to reach to my higher self. Well, let me just be honest. Your higher self's here. Your higher self is here. But we're blocking it constantly with all these other things that are coming in front of us going blah, blah, blah. We get like, oh, well, how do I get my leads? How do I do this? How do I do that? Well, that's why we created Empire Legacy 4. So that you're not having to do all of that. So that you're creating with magic and dancing and doing the things that you love. That's the beauty of it. Anyways, guys, I'm taking this moment to do this recording because I want to put it on YouTube, obviously. And I wanted to take this moment to really give you some light into yourself about when it comes to business, how much we truly are, and I say this strongly, cock blocking ourselves from actually creating. We're not creating when we're trying to do 10 million things. And I say 10 million, maybe there's 5, maybe there's 4, maybe there's 3 things that you're doing all at once. And you're trying to, and you're multitasking like crazy. So if you're ready to step further and you're confused about where you want to be or what you want to do and how you want to grow your business, apply. Doesn't hurt to see where you are. Have a beautiful, amazing, and wonderful day, everyone. Blessings to you all, and so much love.